Or back we go with some more penny stock explosions. Monday, May 1st, start of a new month. It's been wild to start. GDC, 660%. This is SNTG. This is another Chinese stock. They do financial services, consumer loan collection, prepayment. It's incorporated 2019 and Shanghai. I don't see no news in this too, really. Like FinViz, going back to December, there's a little bit of news there. Um, it says 9.48 million market cap, very small, 1 million float, 62% institutional ownership. Let's take a look at this one too. So, this came about actually the 28th. It was meandering like $2, nothing much. Pre-market start to move, no volume really here, 124. This candle here, 17,000, that big candle. That was, after 6 a.m. Came back a little bit and it exploded. Look at this candle, 203,000. This moved from 3 all the way up like 7. Now, on this one too, once it starts to come back, bouncing, it's tough to get a line here. You had a few different lines here. You had this trying to get over that line right here from this big candle. On this one, it tried to bounce, didn't work, came back again to 4, then it exploded up again. So it's probably, got a lot of longs, totally off balance there if they're trying to get in on that. And then you put another line right here. And, this is 3, 4, 5 consecutive red candles. Remember, when you have consecutive red candles, it could be 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it turns green. So this was a nice little move here, 3, after all the way to 4. Then you see it holding. Now this line right here, this green line, which is about just below 350. What is this line? 331. It starts to move up 4 and explodes all the way up to a high. 963. Excuse me, on both these candles. So that was the move there. It moved 108%. Came back again. Another line here. Did make a slight little move for $1. And then started to fade here on this move here. Another move. And then it did bounce again once it got past this line up to like 550, 6, all the way to 8 again before it faded. So this is definitely trickier to trade. Pre-market's always tough to trade. If you're new, I wouldn't recommend it. It's always low volume. It's different than playing in the regular market, but once you're good, you can do it. So this little move here probably faked out people. We're probably waiting for that second move up. It never happened. If you're playing momentum, it came all the way back. 3 line, this was nice, and you had that little support here on today's open line. I love all these lines. Today's open down here, you can see a little bit faded at yesterday's close. They always come into play. So you get 4 here, and then you're breaking that, and the previous high, pre-market, and the 2 previous highs. It just took off. So, if a move doesn't work, that's all right. You still have the rest of the day. You still have many more moves. And that's how this one worked. Now, the thing is, where are you chasing? Well, you got to put it in perspective. This stock came from way earlier pre-market 2, and it went to near 10. And then, you're going to buy it up here at 7. It could test this again, but it's really dangerous once it's been up $8 on the day, unless it's one of them stocks like Top where it keeps going. So, you always got to be aware of that. It can do what Top did, but it's tough to play. But if you're playing that anyway, that's why you're in here. And if it doesn't work, it came back. You probably stopped out. You should be about even. And then it came down again. Another bounce. This bounce was good too. And that was more of a almost $3 gain. But you want to get the bulk of the move early. You want to see. That's why I focus on 1, maybe 2 stocks, and just focus on that on the day. Focus on more unless you're real good. You're gonna be all over the place trying to play all these stocks. But so there was a move there. So pre-market came back, fake out candle, found support, really just ripped. Look at the volume here too, over a million. See how the mind, look at the volume too. See the volume, fade it. That's always a sign too. When volume fades after a big move, yeah, it could be consolidating, or the main move could be over. So always look for that. Let me just take these out here. So these China plays have been on fire, and I don't know how long it'll last, but it's been going now the last few days at least. Let's look at the daily chart. Well, first looks at the 3-minute chart. Yeah, 3-minute too. See the line here. See the low here? Got higher each time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and took off. Subtle little moves there. 10-minute. You can see it right here. Put a drawing right here. So basically over 4, you can see that. On the daily chart. So this goes back all the way to my little Fibonacci retracement. So this goes back to what's this, 2018 or 2021. And then you can see it did nothing, reverse split. Yeah, tried to bounce it January 2022. Look at these wicks. It's all pump wicks. When you see wicks like that, it's definitely day traders, chat rooms probably. Look at these pumps all the way up, up. You can see here that 6 line and that 4 line's huge. That's why he came back. Look at this here. Roll line right here at this 4 line. Here. Where's the 4 line? So look at the 4 line. How many times it touched? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, I don't know, like 13 times. And each time, see on these, they pull back. They pull back. They pull back. Look at this. What even higher, but they pull back the next day. And this one, the wick, they took it all the way up to 9, almost 10, and they pulled it back again. So that's what they do. This is clearly a pump stock. It's not like, oh, it's going up slowly like Apple, or this is purely trading, low float, nonsense, garbage. And you got to know what you're playing. And look at the volume. Let me see. It's like 400,000. What was that on that one? A little higher, 35 million. That was huge there. So I've seen this. Been doing charting like 17 years. OTC charts, same thing. These will always be around unless the market changes somehow, but they're all pump stocks. The weekly, you can see here, look at that. They brought it right down with the body of the candle. And the monthly, and there you go. Look at the volume. Each time it got higher too. Look at that. 1, 2. Well, actually, 1. This is the first one. This one too, but higher, higher, higher. It's pure pump. Pure pump. All right, so that's it. So this is a good lesson too. Always look back at this like a China stock, and this is what they do in this daily chart, how they bring these wicks up to a certain level. All right, please subscribe to Mike Cayman Trades on YouTube. Smash the like button. Please subscribe. I appreciate the support. It helps. I can do these videos. Mike Cayman Trades on TikTok. And leave any comments below. Anything on these stocks or any other stocks, any information, anything you want to share is always good. That's it. Peace.